We conduct an annual survey each year of around 2,000 Australian adults and we look at their wellbeing using a tool that was developed by the Australian Centre on Quality for Life at Deakin University and Australian Unity. It's called the Personal Wellbeing Index, and it's a tool that measures satisfaction generally in the adult population in Australia. And this year, overall, Australians came off pretty positive. They reported a score of 75 out of 100, which is a really good score for Australians, basically telling us that they generally feel quite satisfied with their lives overall. In our latest survey this year, we looked at intergenerational financial security and perceptions that adults have about both their own financial security compared to their parents at the same age, and also about the future financial security of their own children. And we wanted to look at this because of the backdrop in Australia of economic concern around housing affordability, around rising prices of utilities in Australia, education debt that parents are now housing around schooling and university costs, and also an unstable job market. And we were quite surprised with the results because we actually found that Australians are fairly positive overall about their sense of financial stability compared to that of their own parents at the same age. We found that 2 in 3 adults in our survey actually reported that they feel they have better financial security than their parents. And in fact, only 1 in 4 reported that they felt in the future, in the next 5 years, they were going to be worse off. When it came to actually looking at the parents in the survey and how they felt about their own children, we found that 70% of parents reported that they felt their own children were going to be equally as well, if not better off than they are. Key finding over the last 16 years of our survey has been a trend in the relationship between age and wellbeing, and we find that wellbeing is higher in younger adults and older adults, and it's in the age bracket between around 35 to 55 that we see a dampening in wellbeing. I think that's to do with the fact that during, say, the mid-30s through to the mid-50s to 60, during that time there's additional burden and pressure on adults. There might be houses, people might need to upscale because they've got children, raising children. They might also be looking after their parents who are becoming older and needing more support. And it's a time when careers are often consolidated and people are putting a lot of energy into their careers for financial reasons or for achievement and personal satisfaction. So during that period there's a lot of pressures that can come together that do tend to dampen wellbeing, but it does go up again as people go into those years of retirement.